I've said this a couple times. I think I actually heard, and I don't know if you said it aloud or not, but whenever you were in your end zone and it was that second one that was caught by the other team, I actually heard, I think, fuck it. Did you say that into a microphone, or how did I hear that? Was that in my head? I heard you say that, or was that actually you? Because I think that was a pass that a lot of people looked at and they were like, that's not what Aaron Rodgers do. Were you just trying to take a shot, seeing if MVS was down there, or did you know maybe this was like a punt if this thing gets picked off anyways? And did you get to the point where it was like, fuck it in that game, which would have been understandable?
I mean, I'm not saying I wouldn't have said fuck it at one point in my mind, but I don't think it was on that play. No, it was just, they were, like I said, they were playing the backside safety there, low on the backside. Devontae had a corner on the backside. I was thinking he was going to kind of stay with him and kind of double Devontae. And when I took my eyes off him, he did a nice shot, went back to the middle of the field, and I obviously overthrew Marquez on that one. I do want to talk about the first one, though.
Okay,
and
yeah.
I think that there's have to be multiple ones, but for those of you who went back and watched it or will go back and watch it, I don't like to make a lot of excuses for interceptions. There's some shit ones. There's some, ones you wish you had back. There's some ones that really aren't your fault. That one was entirely due to the double nut shot I took. Somebody will go back and watch it. But I stepped up in the pocket. I was going to throw across my body to Devontae. It was from the shallow cross. And, it's a ball I've thrown in practice before. I don't feel bad about that throw. And right before I'm throwing it, I took a left kind of clothesline that, A.J. Hawk or Brady Papanga clothesline. And somebody on the right, with a right kind of cross, double nut shot that, I guess I got to overcome that and throw a better ball. That was a painful one. I do. They got their money's worth on that one.
Okay, and my last question before AJ and the boys get into this beautiful conversation, there's going to be people with Aaron Rodgers, which is obviously you've been with Aaron Rodgers the longest out of anybody, but anything you do is going to get speculated, criticized, and everything like that. You coming on this show and being this relaxed, people are going to talk about, oh, he doesn't care. The game, obviously, with everything that happened in the offseason, oh, this guy doesn't care. Is there any reason to address those things by you? And if I'm out of line for even asking a question, obviously tell me to fuck off, but that's things that are being said immediately after a performance like that with that offseason. What are your thoughts on that? And what was the locker room, afterwards around you? We saw Bakhtiari, obviously, but what is the team like? Is this a bunker mentality situation, you think, now?
No. I mean, I think it might be a freak out outside of the facility. I think it's just it's a good learning lesson for us. We can't play like that. We can't start a game like that. I feel like I said after the game, our energy level was a little bit low before the game. We got to do a better job responding to adversity. So, look, there's not much to say. We got our asses beat, by 35 points. We're all frustrated about it, but you just move on. We got 16 more to go. We can't dwell on this one and let it impact this next week. We got NFC North opponent. We got a Monday Night Football game. Any great competitor, is never okay with losing, but I think the response has to be, the thing you set your mind to, where, this is Tuesday already. Monday, yesterday, you watch the film, you flush it, and Tuesday you start moving on to the next opponent.